Okay, so I can hide out and from the cold a little bit and let you know how we're faring in this icy weather. I went and chopped cow water earlier, but there's one trough that they're licking or drinking out of enough that it's been like they've got a little hole that's not freezing. So I went and chopped the water up front and then got back to the back and realized that they were drinking out of that one. So they followed me all the way up to the front thinking I had cubes, didn't take a drink of water, and then went back to the back. I'm with the chickens, and shockingly, there are 3 eggs in the box today, and I think Level-Headed Handyman was onto something. We hadn't had blue eggs in a couple of weeks, and I thought, oh, those girls are molting, they're just not laying. Well, they've also been hiding out in the little thicket behind the coop because we have had some hawk attacks, and he's like, I think they're laying eggs back there. And I kept looking to see if I could see anything. I thought the blue might stand out, but it did not. And oh, these girls are trying to escape. I do not want them out in this icy weather. Never round them up. So I think he's right. I think they were laying the blue eggs out in the thicket. But it's okay. Now I got some eggs, and they're probably a little icy today. They all have cabin fever because they want to come outside, but they wouldn't have anything to peck at anyway. The ground is covered with ice. So I just came out and I have like a water bottle that I filled with hot water, and I poured hot water into here since the tower itself is totally frozen. I know you guys want to go do something, and stretch your legs. Maybe tomorrow. It might be 31 tomorrow. And I put some water over in this one too. So we're just gonna leave them in here because I don't want a hungry hawk looking for food in the middle of a winter storm and picking up one of my chickens. You're safer in here, trust me. Well, it's a good thing we didn't have a retreat planned for this week. It's a little cold. So hopefully today is day 3 and the last day of this winter storm here in Texas. It looks like, so they expected a ton more precipitation today and we haven't gotten any. So I am grateful for that. I have fringe in my mouth. Mr. wants out. The chickens want out bad. I wouldn't let him out yesterday because I was like, well, what's the point of poking around on the ice? And I don't want anything that's looking for lunch among all this cold weather to get a hold of them. So it's for their safety. But I will let them out because it looks like the ground is even thawing a little bit. I think it's only going to be a high of 30 today, but it's enough to melt some of the ice off. So they'll be able to peck around and stretch their legs because obviously Mr. is frustrated and wanting to come out. So there's everybody hanging out. I don't know that you can tell through there. See the girl on the left there. Excuse me, I'm filming. The girls are molting, and so they are quite a mess right now, but I've been able to get a few eggs lately, so surprisingly. But yeah, I'm gonna let them out, and I can hear the cows mooing down at the bottom too, so I'll be taking them some cubes, and hopefully this is the last time I'll have to bundle up like this for these chores. I should add too that we totally respect the fact that some of our friends have to bundle up like this to do chores for like 3 months. For like 3 months straight. We're just not used to it here in Texas. Although it's been such a roller coaster the last few years that, you know, we know to expect it, but I'll also be ready when to see some sunshine again. I hear cows complaining. Y'all were thirsty. Thirsty little girls. Their little tongues go so fast. Dude. I can't believe y'all like the snow. I feel like this is such a rare sight to be walking up to the cattle cubes with snow on the ground, or ice, sleet, whatever you want to call this stuff. It's crunchy, which is why I can't believe the cats are walking all over it. What do you think, kitties? It's cold. It might seem a little odd, but I don't like using the golf cart when it's cold because I can't stand the wind on my face. Although I'm realizing I'm at a point here where it looks like it's super icy. So I'm running down in my sorrel boots to feed the cows some cattle cubes. They yell at me every day now. We had gotten to where we weren't feeding them every day cubes, but when I come down here to chop the water, they gripe at me because they want some cubes. So I'm gonna feed them and then go check on the water and then go back up and get warm. Are you gonna be Insta famous today, Poncha? The cows are so curious about you guys. I know, you just want cubes. You got a little hay on your face there, bud. Let's get that little thing off you. Okay. Oh, you stink so bad. Oh, cats are gonna go explore field. The cows are gonna go check out the cats again. What is that? Lefty, you're so curious. The cows are curious about you. The most spoiled barn cats ever that sleep on the porch, and they still explore like little wild cats, but they always stay with me when I'm walking. I think it's funny, their hair stands up on end. Lefty's tail is totally puffed out when they're exploring. Like, we gotta be on high alert, because really, we're kind of domesticated. We just think we're wild. Ooh, Poncha, you really camouflage in there. Unfortunately, this water tank is of course frozen still and will probably take a little bit of time. Curious. Huh. So that is not frozen, and that is salt water I made the last time to put in the water trough so that it wouldn't, I read that as a trick for horses so that then they nose it around and it keeps the water from freezing on top. So it is true that that salt water did not freeze, but unfortunately doesn't do me any good because this trough is totally empty. So they drank that one down, and I can't refill it, of course, because all of this is frozen. And then they've just about drank down all of the one in this corral, which if it thaws out tomorrow will be fine. I can put some more, well, I can chop the water up front. But I'm not sure that Finley, the little calf, can reach her head all the way in here. But maybe, but yeah, this is all they have left in here, and they're definitely drinking out of it, which is why it's, you can see the different layers of ice. Like every time they drink down, it tries to freeze and then they drink some more. So they've been keeping this one from freezing, but I don't know if Finley can drink out of it. And one of the things we had read and have found to be true about cows is they don't necessarily go in search of water if they're thirsty. So the troughs up front could be completely full and the troughs back here dry as a bone, and they wouldn't necessarily go up front to find more water. So I see a cat behind me. So I've got to hope that Finley can get a drink out of this one for the rest of today. And then it should be warm enough tomorrow that that tank will thaw out, or I can at least haul some more water down here or something. But, you know, they can always lick snow, I guess. Speaking of licking snow, I think that Lefty is getting a drink out of the cattle trough. The cattle cube trough. I guess the cows could do that too. I dumped all of those cubes on top of the ice and snow. So maybe as they're getting, maybe as they're eating, they're also getting a drink of water. Because I'm pretty sure that's what Lefty just did. What'd you say, Lefty?